Hey everybody on the Pro Forum, I want to talk to the just starting out photographers. That's you guys out there who are like, I'm just getting started as a professional photographer. I already have a real job, as they say, and I want to start exploring more and more to be in the business of being exclusively a professional photographer. Now, there was a day when you could make tons and tons of money at what we do. Those days, while I think, it's relative. You get used to living a certain lifestyle, you get used to living on a certain dollar figure, and when you suddenly have to live on less, well, it's not as easy. So it's relative. If you're used to living on, I don't know, $40,000, $50,000, and suddenly as a professional photographer you can make $60,000, $70,000 a year, well, you are thinking like this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. On the flip side, if you're used to living on $150,000, $200,000 a year, and suddenly you got to start living off of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, that sucks. So to the just getting started out professional photographer, understand this. The best and smartest thing you can do is to separate yourself from everybody else. Be unique. What is it about me that makes me so wonderful? Now, I can tell you me, as in Kirk Movie photography, it's a whole lot of fun to be photographed by me. It is a unique experience. The images don't look like anybody else's images around here. And those are just a short list of the things that makes me so wonderful. I got a fun personality. I don't know if that comes through on these videos or not, but, I joke and it's lively and it's kind of a kick in the butt to be photographed by me. So, anyway, that's what makes me so unique and makes me so different. Now, does that mean that you have to follow my same pattern? I don't think so. I went to a little bridal fair just recently, and at that bridal fair, I noticed there was a bunch of photographers there who were trying to emulate me. I mentioned this in another video. One of them even had a logo that was almost identical. The colors, identical. The big KV that I have in the middle of my logo, they had their initials in red in the middle of the logo, just like me. So it's humorous, but they are not me. So no matter how hard they try, they will never do what it is that I do. So be you. Do what it is that makes you so wonderful. Let's say one of the things that make you so wonderful is the fact that you give tons and tons and tons and tons of images at a very low price. Well, that's a thing. I don't know that that is going to sustain you, but it is a thing that could in fact set you apart. I mean, for years and years, JCPenney's and Sears made a living in the photography department that way. Tons and tons and tons of images at a very low price. But if you notice, those department stores, they don't have a photography department anymore either. Neither does Walmart. So that tells me that that business model might not be the way to go. Maybe it's that you offer impeccable service. Maybe you're fun to be photographed. Maybe your images are somehow unique. It makes me think of Richard. Is it Sturdivant? I believe this is the way you pronounce his last name. His images, unique. You hear me? Very, very unique. You look at those things and you go, how in the world? Well, that's his hook. That's the thing that makes him so wonderful and so different. So that may be the case with you. Maybe it needs to be that. Your images need to be so stinking crazy radical that they're unlike anybody else's. And the list of things that it could be goes on and on. I'd love some input from some of the rest of the Pro Forum world. If you're just getting started out, what is it that you would do that would set you apart as being different and unique, and thus it attracts people to you? Now, the flip side of that coin, just let me touch on this one small thing before I sign off, is to be just like everybody else. I think about Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. You know why? You know why they exist? They exist because you can't eat McDonald's every day. And you can't eat Wendy's every day. And you can't eat Burger King every day. But you can't eat McDonald's one day, Wendy's the next day, and Burger King the next day. So, I don't know. There is a difference, as I mentioned in the previous video. There is a difference between eating and professional photography. Huge difference. But then again, if you're just like everybody else, what you might be able to do is make a killer living off of the stuff they can't do. So that's another thing. And the list of different things goes on and on. So think about that. That's my message for you. I think you should be totally uniquely different and completely opposite of anybody else if you're just starting out. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.